The Senate is pushing for a more transparent and accountable 2027 national budget, with senators also seeking stronger measures to detect corruption. The Finance Committee chairman also stresses the budget should prioritize health, education, and livelihood. Joan Manalo has the latest on the committee's briefing this morning. Joan, tell us what happened.
As the budget season begins, the Senate Committee on Finance held a briefing with the Development Budget Coordination Committee, or DBCC, to discuss the proposed 2027 National Expenditure Program, or NEP. The briefing opened with Senate Finance Committee Chair Senator J.V. Ejercito stressing that the 2027 national budget should focus on the basic needs of Filipinos as the Senate adopts a back-to-basics approach. Ejercito said health, education, food, livelihood, security, and infrastructure projects must be among the priorities of the national budget. He also stressed that transparency and accountability must be strictly upheld throughout the budget deliberations.
Iwawaksi natin ang pagwawaldas, susuriin ang bawat programa at sisiyasatin ang bawat ahensya. Dahil back to basics, dapat may pananagutan sa bawat piso at bawat sentimo ang ginagastos ng gobyerno.
The Finance Committee Chair also outlined measures the Senate plans to implement to restore public trust and curb corruption, particularly in the deliberation and the use of the national budget. These include live streaming the bicameral conference committee proceedings, as well as maintaining the Senate Budget Transparency Portal, where the public can track how the budget evolves from the initial proposal to the final enactment. Ejercito also stressed that individual amendments should be made on the floor during budget deliberations and debates, and that last-minute insertions during the bicameral conference committee will not be allowed. The Senate will also continue to work with civil society organizations and other stakeholders in monitoring the budget process, Ejercito added. Among those present during the DBCC briefing were officials from the Department of Budget and Management, Department of Finance, Department of Economy, Planning and Development, and the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. During the briefing, several senators also questioned the BSP on how it plans to address pressing economic and corruption-related issues through the 2027 national budget. Senate President Win Gatchalian pointed to the impact of corruption issues to the country's economic activity, particularly the slowdown in government spending for construction following the flood control scandal. Gatchalian also stressed the role of the BSP and the Anti-Money Laundering Council, or AMLAC, in detecting possible corruption involving bank transactions.
Because of the flood control issue, bumagal ang government spending, particularly construction. Through the investigations ng Senate, particularly spearheaded by Senator Lacson, nakita ho namin na napakadaming transaction na pumapasok sa bangko, lumalabas sa bangko, na hindi na-detect ng AMLAC. In fact, na-detect na yan, sumabog na yung corruption sa mukha natin.
Gatchalian then asked what reforms the BSP has undertaken to ensure that the AMLAC can more effectively detect possible cases of large-scale corruption involving bank transfers.
Tama po kayo na nahirapan kami sa trabaho namin. Although nakalabas naman tayo sa grade list last year. Pero kulang pa rin yun. Ang nakikita lang po namin, yung tinatawag na CTR, Covered Transactions Report, anything that's over 500,000 pesos na pumapasok sa bangko, nakikita namin yon. Tapos merong STR, yung Suspicious Transactions Report, na fina-file ng mga bangko kung suspicious sila dun sa transaction.
BSP Governor Eli Remolonas also said that the agency has allocated 125 million pesos to hire experts and invest in artificial intelligence, or AI, as part of its digitalization efforts, including measures to help detect and prevent corruption. He said the BSP is using AI tools to help flag potential red flags in bank records and transactions, especially those reported by banks through suspicious transaction reports. And that's the latest from the Senate. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Joan Manalo, live from the Senate.